guys, thanks for joining me today. You might notice that I'm not completely done today, and that's because I'm going to attempt to do an eye look for you. I've had quite a few people request that I do an eye look, and I'll be honest with you, I've been very hesitant to do that because I'm very self-conscious. I'm very self-conscious of, you know, my hands, the arthritis in my hands, and how I hold the brush, how I do things, and I just feel very awkward doing it. But, and like I said, I've had quite a few people ask me how, and I don't know, so I just thought I'd go for it and see how it goes, and I decided if the video is terrible and I feel really bad, I never even have to upload it, right? So what difference does it make? So the look I'm going to do for you today uses the Avon True Color Eye Quad in Mode Muse. Now, I never did a video on this particular quad. I've had this quad. I purchased it back when I bought the other quads, but I never did a video on it because it's kind of, I had a hard time figuring out whether I liked it or not. I played with it. I wasn't really sure. And so I finally kind of, you know, did enough with it where I thought that I felt comfortable using it. There's been some other Avon reps too that have said they don't really know about this quad, but once I started playing with it and experimenting with it, I decided I really did like it. So these are the colors that we have. We have this like really, really deep matte, almost like a black. And then if you see any sparkle in there, it's because it transferred over from my other shades. And then you've got this like light pinky beige color. We've got a mint green kind of frosty color here. And then this kind of duochrome iridescent white. The white one is called Glistening Snow. The green is Pistachio. The pink is called Mode Pink. And then the other one is Blackest Black. So they are calling it a black, even though, you know, to me it might not be exactly a true black. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the mirror that came in the quad to try to do the look. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime with my Avon eye primer in light beige. And as you can see, I'm kind of getting to the bottom of my jar here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some primer all over the lid to even out and help the eye shadow stick and last all day. Okay, so now I have that done. The next thing I'm going to do is take my extra lasting eyeshadow and stick in Crystal Taupe, which is this. And I'm going to put it all over my lid. It doesn't matter if it looks messy or it's not, you know, done. And I'm going to try not to keep looking at the viewfinder. I'm going to try to look at the camera as much as possible. But this is my first time, so like I said, nervous. So I'm going to put the Crystal Taupe all over my lid as a base. And I know a lot of people don't use a primer if they use, you know, a stick like this as a base. But it's just a habit that I have. So there's that. That's the Crystal Taupe all over the lid. For some people that might be too much or too heavy. I don't know, but it's just how I like it. So then I'm going to go in, and I just have, now my brushes aren't anything fancy. This is just your basic e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to take the pistachio shade here, and I'm going to go over that on the lid. So over the Crystal Taupe base. I like the metallicness of it, you know, so I'm just kind of patting that on. Over top. My goal is to try to make it match, you know, make both eyes match. Obviously, I don't want to end up with two mismatched eye looks here. Okay, so blend that right there just a little bit. So there's that. And then I'm going to take kind of just a regular eyeshadow brush. And this is from Smashbox. I actually got this in a kit. It's kind of just it's dense head, but it's slightly fluffy. I'm going to take the pink shade, which was Mode Pink here. And I'm going to put that up into my crease area to use as a transition shade. Now, I don't know, you know, for me, this would be definitely like an everyday eyeshadow look. But I realize it does have some glitter, especially the white sparkling snow, and not everybody can, you know, have glitter in their workplace and stuff like that. So it's up to you. Next, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Defining Crease brush that I have. I think that's what it's called. Eye crease brush. So, you know, it's just got one of those little dense heads, and I'm just going to dip it into that blackest black here. This one, just dip it because this is pretty pigmented, and I'm going to put it just a little bit into the crease. Try not to make any weirdo faces, right? Like, you know how we all do. And then maybe just a little bit more. And my eyebrows, please excuse them. They need to be trimmed. They're getting a little bit on the long side. So next I'm going to take a clean, well, I used it on the other eye, but it's fairly clean. This is an e.l.f. brush also, the contour brush. And I'm just going to blend that blackest black out some so that it's not such a harsh line. Yeah, my eyebrows, they go crazy long. And I don't get them waxed anymore. I used to, but I just don't now because they're so thin. I waxed them so much in the 90s that they never grew back. So let me see how that looks. It might be a little bit darker than the other one, but not too bad. And then I'm also going to take the brush again, dipping it into the blackest black, and I'm just going to dab a little bit here on the outer corner of my eye. Just a little bit there. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out again. So yeah, so now back to the eyebrows. All I have to do is just kind of trim them once in a while. Okay, now I'm going to take, which I don't even know what this brush is, and makeup artists would probably say this is the wrong brush for it. It's a Laura Geller two-headed brush that came in, a double-sided brush that came in a kit that I bought. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to dip it into the sparkling snow here. Just a little bit, and I'm going to put that under my brow. And blend that Mad Pink and the blackest black also, kind of just blending it out. And with the sparkling snow, you don't want too much because it is, like I said, it's quite iridescent, so it can make quite a contrast, you know, between your transition color and the brow highlight. And then I'm also going to take it, and I get really dark on the inside here, so I'm going to work some of that inside. Just because I have a lot of shadows in that area. So there we have that. Now I think I'm ready for liner. It looks pretty much the same as the other eye, so I'm feeling fairly confident that I'm not making a big old mess here. Okay, so I'm going to use my black Always On Point liner. And I'm going to attempt to just lightly tightline my upper lash line here. I don't know how people, you know, everyone does it differently. My eyelashes have a tendency to be a little bit on the wrinkly, crepey side. So tightlining for me is sometimes a little bit difficult. Now, as you can see, I'm getting some underneath as I go, and that's okay because I'm just going to blend that out and put a little bit of shadow over the top of that, so I'm not worried about it. If I get too much, you know, I can always take a Q-tip and some eye makeup remover and go in there and clean it up, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm just taking that and working it into that upper lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to line my waterline, and I gotta tell you, the other one probably is worn off by now because my eyes are so watery lately. I'm having a lot of sinus problems. I got some kind of a brush hair here on my nose. I just washed my brushes yesterday, so there may be a little bit of fallout on the bristles, but okay, so there we have that. Lately I've been trying to tightline more often because I just think it makes my eyelashes look longer, and I don't use up as much lid space that way. So now I'm going to take, this is an Avon, and technically it's a concealer brush, but I use it for my eyes because I like the head of it there, the tip. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to dip the slightest amount into the blackest black again, just the slightest amount, because I've already got quite a bit of black, you know, from the liner that transferred down. And I'm just going to kind of blend it. Okay. And then I'm going to take the pistachio green here, and I'm also going to put that on my lower lash line, but instead I'm going to do it from the inner corner out. My heavens. I want to make this video nice and short for you guys, but like, you know, this is the first time I've ever done it, so there we have that. I think it pretty much matches the other eye. It might be slightly darker in the crease, but for my first attempt, that's so bad. So now we're going to take some mascara, and I'm running low on, I don't have any Avon mascara. There's a new mascara coming out from Avon called Aero Volume, I believe, in Campaign 8, and I am going to get some of that and demo it and review it for you guys. But right now I don't have any Avon mascara that's currently good, so I'm going to use my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and I'm just going to give myself a coat of this. Let's see if I can keep this video under 15. We're at 12.5 right now. Once I learn how to edit really well, then I'll be able to, you know, go in and fast forward and cut things and trim things and, whoops, got a little bit on my, not too bad. I kind of go over that top lashes one more time here. Why do we open our mouths when we put mascara on? Does anybody know? And there you go. So I think, you know, I did pretty good, right? Maybe. Okay. So this is it. This is the eye look that I created using the Mode Muse eyeshadow quad and my extra lasting eyeshadow pencil in Crystal Taupe. Now, a while back I put up a video of the Mark Blooming Pretty highlighting powder, and I told you guys that I would wear that for the next video, so I am wearing it today. I'll show you what it looks like one more time in case you haven't seen that video, you know. This is it. Very pretty. I used my Marc Chic Frills blush, and then I put a little bit of this over the top of it, also down in front of my nose. And I tried to put some in my Cupid's bow, but it might be worn off by now. So, and then I have already done my brows before the video, and I used my Glimmer Stick Brow Pencil in Taupe. Tawny, I'm sorry, not Taupe, Tawny. The lipstick I have on is Canela Nectar, which is this. And then I went over that with a bit of my extra lasting lip gloss in, I think this is the peach. Yep, Evermore Peach, right here. And then for foundation, I have my Avon BB cream on. Actually, I'm wearing the medium today because I ran out of my light medium, and I haven't, I couldn't justify ordering it when I still have a huge tube of the medium left, and I've got the tube of CC cream, so I need to use that. So, okay, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Let me know how you thought I did. And if you have any suggestions or comments or questions below, let me know. You know, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, but it wasn't as scary as I thought. And hopefully when I get it uploaded and I can see what it looks like, not in the viewfinder, they'll actually match, right? I won't have mismatched eyes. So thanks, you guys. I hope you have a great one. Thanks.